Sun Tzu wrote in The Art of War, "If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. If you know yourself but not the enemy, for every victory gained you will also suffer a defeat. If you know neither the enemy nor yourself, you will succumb in every battle." This is the Producer's Lounge podcast. I'm your host, Richard Tucci, and on this week's episode, I discuss with my friend and colleague, Zachary Kamen, what I learned in a recent negotiation-intensive workshop hosted by the Producers Guild's Vance Van Patten and body language expert Vanessa Van Edwards. Zach has traveled the world as a producer and has recently settled back into Los Angeles. Now, just to be clear, this podcast is not affiliated with the Producers Guild of America, even though I'm a member. But I think it's a great organization and worth joining if you're a freelancer in the industry. You can check out Vance Van Patten's book, 10 Minutes to the Speech, your last-minute guide to checklist for speaking in public, by clicking our affiliate link on our website. You can also check out Vanessa Van Edwards' book, Human Lie Detection and Body Language 101, by clicking on the affiliate link on our website, which is a win-win for everyone. You gain some knowledge, they sell a book, and we make a small percentage of the sale from Amazon.com. Here now is my conversation with Zach Kamen.
What do you want to drink?
What do you got?
Usual. Probably.
Do you have cash?
No, I'm gonna give you a credit card. I'll pay for it. You're my
I have a
guest.
credit card too, yeah.
Yeah, you're my
Actually, I
guest.
have some cash. I have some. Free delivery!
Whatever I get, I want something where I can take the avocado out.
Take it out?
Yeah, I hate avocado.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Or the yellowtail. Oh, hot and spicy roll. Okay, now we're cooking.
They have bowls too.
I don't want a bowl. What's a bowl? What?
I don't want a bowl. What is a bowl?
I mean, what is... I mean,
rated, yeah.
a bowl is like soy sauce bowl. It's like soup, right? Some kind of... What is a bowl, then?
It's rice and then fish on top. Like the spicy tuna bowl would be like a bunch of spicy tuna. That's probably what I'm gonna get. And just rice. Do you want to get any gyoza or anything like that?
Hey, what?
Gyoza or...
No, I don't like gyoza. What's
No?
gyoza? Now I'm just doing it to fuck with you. What?
Or soybeans or anything like that? No? Okay.
No. I'm a meat and potatoes guy.
Meat potatoes.
Hi, I'd like to place an order for a delivery. First, I'm gonna order the hot and spicy roll, but I'd like to add a note, no onions and no cucumber. We're gonna get also a spicy tuna bowl,
Can I get avocado with that?
but he would like extra avocado with
I don't
that.
think there's any avo, just avo.
Or just avocado. Yes. Okay, cool. Thanks, man. It's funny. The two times I've called that guy, he says, bye, at the end like it's a question mark. Bye. I mean, either he's saying goodbye and he's unsure,
Bye.
or he's making a pass at me like, are you bye? Like, I don't know. So...
And you'd be like, yeah.
No. Many have tried.
Many have tried.
I told you the story about Neil Patrick Harris, right?
No.
Yeah. Like, so back in the day, I was doing I was like an intern on like an animated straight to DVD thing.
Sure.
And he was doing a day of voiceover work. So I was helping him fill out his SAG paperwork. And then I look up and he's giving me flirty eyes. Like, And I can't connect the two. And this was way before How I Met Your Mother.
Okay.
And also it was I did the math. It was about a year before he met his husband also. So I can't figure out what's going on. And then almost at that exact moment, Sanaa Lathan walked in, who is fucking gorgeous.
Okay.
Have you seen her?
I don't know who that is.
She is an actress. She's amazing.
And what?
She was in Aliens vs. Predators. She was in a couple other movies. She was like a hot name at the time.
Okay.
So, and I'm like, oh, Miss Lathan, let me help you. Oh, sorry, Mr. Harris. Like, you know. And then when he realized I was straight, he was like, oh, just go. Like, shooing me away. So, yeah.
Good job.
Thank you.
Hey,
Thank you.
MPH is awesome.
Huh?
He's the shit.
He is the shit. He is a one-man tour de force. Like, if I...
Joseph Gordon-Levitt and him, yes.
Yes.
Have you seen Joseph Gordon-Levitt's new
I saw
series?
the hitrecord.org
Yes.
on Pivot.
Yes.
That, you know what? I have seen part of it so far. I keep getting interrupted when I am watching it, but yeah, it looks really good.
It's a great idea.
It is. It is a fantastic idea.
Fucking brilliant. I'm like, this is... And it was something I wanted to try in film school. But I never could figure out how to do the web work.
Oh, yeah.
I guess you should call India. But
get that shit on
that's the whole
Elance.
idea.
Yeah.
It's like everyone does something, and all you have to do is just put it online. You're done.
Yeah.
And you get paid 50%, and they get the other 50, but split up between 200 people.
Yeah. Exactly.
Perfect sense. Yeah. It's got the name. It's got the credibility.
There you go.
It's probably making... I'm curious what their numbers are. They're already online, too. They actually have to post their numbers.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I got to check that out.
Yeah, it's on the webpage.
Because I've got a profile on that site. I've had it for, I want to say, a year or two now.
Hit record?
Yeah. And, like, occasionally I'll do stuff. Like, last year, I was, like, inspired by certain chapters of Andy Warhol's autobiography. So I just went on there and I voice recorded some of the chapters. So, like, that's on there. And then a couple of my photos are on there. But that's about it.
Cool.
Yeah. And
Okay.
so yeah.
And we were talking about what you just did in your negotiation class.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Which
No question, since I didn't know what the course, entailed. But how was the course?
it was good. It was like a 3-hour intensive course Wednesday night. And it was a 3-hour intensive course, and it was taught by two people. It was Vance, who's the operational director of the Producers Guild of America, and his daughter, who was also a specialist and speaker in like body language and interpreting people to see how they're lying or how they're reacting by just reading their face.
Got it.
So yeah. So basically it was all about negotiation. And one of the most interesting things I learned from that is that the majority of lies told are over the phone rather than text message or emails or face-to-face conversations. Because people if they're going to lie, they don't want their lies in writing.
Yes.
And then when you're face-to-face, they're less inclined to lie to your face.
Got it.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Do you have a pen?
I have several pens.
All right, I just need one.
Which one would you like? Negotiate. The key to a good negotiation is rather than going for I'm trying to top this over you or get more money or etc., is trying to find something that is an amicable win-win situation. Rather than focusing on purely the money aspects, focus on the other aspects of a negotiation that can get someone interested in a project. As a producer, we have several points of leverage. Yes, there's money, and that's always debatable, about how much a star should get or can get out of the budget. However, there's other components at play. Like, well, can we work with the star so they only work on certain days? Can we work with the star so they're out by a certain time? Can we work with the star so we're shooting in their hometown so they can go and kiss their kids goodnight? And try to find an amicable solution if you're on the phone negotiating with an agent in that particular scenario. So,
Interesting.
One of the things you want to do more so than not is listening. Listen to what people are saying rather than, like, for example, an agent usually comes at you, from what I've experienced and from what I've been told. An agent will come at you screaming, come at you saying, oh, this is an insult to my client, how dare you, da-da-da-da. And rather than kowtowing or, doing a tit for tat, it's important to focus on listening on what they're saying and how they're saying it. Some good resources are advanced negotiation courses at Yale and Harvard. And actually, both schools, they have like intense 3-day courses that you can sign up for. I'm going to travel there and take these negotiation courses. There's also a great book called Getting to Yes.
Now, out of these, how long was this whole seminar? About an hour?
This
or two?
particular seminar I went to was about 3 hours long.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you actually have any workshops where you would, trial and error, where you could actually negotiate?
You know what?
with
It's
other people?
funny because in this workshop, they did give us a trial negotiation where basically they had the buyers and sellers, and they gave the sellers like a little unique PGA hourglass. And it was like cute, like it was actually high quality. Like it was not like a plastic piece of crap. It was metal, it was engraved, it was very nice. And then they gave each of us...
Oh, let's see it.
All right, I'll bring it up.
Yeah. Can't say it's the most beautiful thing in the world without showing me. Come on now.
So
this is really nice.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, you can play a couple board games with this.
Yeah, like you
Bring it to your negotiation meetings and just put it on the desk.
Exactly. Actually, read what it says on the top and bottom.
Producers control time. The producer's mark, PGA.
Yes.
It's true.
So yeah. So basically the...
Timing this right now.
There you go. Well, we got a while. So the sellers had that, and then the buyers were all given $5 in cash. So then we had to negotiate a price for that. Now, they split us up. They gave us some cash, and they didn't tell the sellers how much the buyers actually had. So I had to negotiate a price, and it was interesting because I heard afterwards some of the sellers came back and their initial first price asking for it was something like $30 for that, you know? So that's a bit high.
Yeah.
So,
Just a little bit.
just a little bit.
I mean, if it was a bigger hourglass, I could understand $30.
Yeah. But in negotiation, a good tenet is don't be the first person to name your number. Like if you're going in as a producer, like Zach, if you're going in as a line producer, let's say you want, $2,000 as a weekly rate. You don't want to go in there asking for that because they might have in their budget $2,500 as a weekly rate for a line producer. So if they say, well, what's your rate? Then you have to come back and say, well, what's your range? So, however, in this instance, I actually, for some reason, developed a very great fondness for shiny things. And I liked that hourglass a lot. So I actually wanted to take it home. And one of the things that we talked about in the class was if you actually negotiate a deal, you can keep the cash involved in the negotiation, all $5, and you can keep the hourglass. Now, I actually really wanted that. So I came out first with a low bid of $2 for purchase price.
Sure.
Then the person I was negotiating against, they wanted to raise it up to something like $5. Now,
But everyone had $5 or everyone had different price amounts? You
No.
said everyone had different amounts of money in there.
every one of the buyers was given $5 in cash.
Yeah.
And every one of the sellers was given that hourglass. But here's the funny thing. They tricked us. They didn't tell us this, that they actually gave the sellers $5 in cash as well. And after the negotiation was done, the first round negotiation, then the sellers should try and buy the hourglass back from us. So it was an interesting dual process.
Interesting.
So I came in with a low bid of $2. He immediately went to $5. I don't know if he knew it was $5. Maybe he heard from other people going on around us, but I said, "Oof, that's a pretty steep price for a shiny thing." And this is Hollywood. There are a lot of shiny things in this town. And I was like, "Well, how about we split the difference? So what we say, like $3, which is not accurate math at all, but
There's no change.
no, but what was interesting was he raised it up to $325.
Why not $350?
Huh? He just went with $325 for some reason.
Sure.
And I of course, used a negotiation ploy of, you know what, that might be kind of tough. Let me talk to my boss. And I turned the chair around really quickly. And then I came back, okay, my boss says that's a good price. Yeah. The guy I was negotiating with, Rodman, he came back and said, I can see you've sold cars before, which I never have. But so we agreed on $3 in cash now and 25 cents at a later date.
Hey.
So, yeah. And which is good because I'm going to follow up with him and we're going to have lunch at a later date.
Sure, you can bring the quarter with you.
Exactly. Yeah. So there's incentive there.
So did he try to buy it back after?
He did. And he actually tried to buy it back for a price of $8.
Well, I mean, he wanted this. How could he not want?
How could he not want? That's a beautiful,
timeless,
handcrafted.
Yes, I mean, it is nice. I mean, you can play Dungeons and Dragons with this all day long.
Yeah.
Wait, no, I think it's a rolling game, isn't it? I don't think they use timers.
I'm not sure. I honestly, I'm terrible at role-playing games.
I've never played it. Oh, wait, that's a lie. I played it once, but I think it's just dice.
See, that's the thing. I think it's dice as well, but yes, in fact, I know it's dice because I was playing with some friends, and you know me, like I'm, hey, how you doing? Hey, I'll go off on a tangent like that.
Sure.
So it took us 45 minutes to get out of the preamble because I tried to negotiate with the guy who was role-playing as the king. So that set us off very poorly. So, and then once we get down to it, like, there's all this other mishigas of, like, all right, we're drawing in a river. Oh, wait, we have to erase the river. Now roll the dice. And wait, we didn't erase it entirely. And it's like, whatever. So.
Yeah, forget it. As long as you have your timer, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
So when he came back with his $8, you just said no?
Yeah.
Did everyone leave with one of these, or no? Only if you earned it.
About half the people in the course left with it, but one pair were not able to come to a negotiation amicably. So basically they got their money and their hourglass taken away from them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you know what happened in their conversation?
Yes, actually, because we reviewed it later on, and it was funny because people were coming up with creative stuff. Like one person said, $3 and a back massage training course because the woman in this course also did back massage training.
That's pretty good.
So and then it was something like $4 and a coffee at a later date, and then. What happened with that particular group pairing was actually what I mentioned earlier, is the guy came in with a high price of $30 for the hourglass. He would sell it for $30. And he just would not go below 25.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the guy had nothing to work with.
Pretty much.
So they just said, sorry, you don't understand what this is all about?
Kind of, yeah. And one of the reasons I said...
I feel bad for the buyer. He couldn't even buy anything.
I know. It's like going in for a script. Like, I'll give you this script. It's a romantic comedy. I'll sell it to you for $2 billion. Yeah.
It's with Keira Knightley.
So, yeah. And one of the things they didn't go over in this course, which I learned through a negotiation on my own, which my dad taught me, which we covered that negotiation in last week's episode, which you can go back and download now from the website. Anyway,
it's a shameless plug. I like it.
Shameless plug.
It's good. Yeah. I mean, I guess it's really not a plug if it's your own show, right?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
But anyway, my dad taught me this. Your greatest weapon in any negotiation is the ability to say no. Now, they did actually cover this, but under separate philosophy, which was the idea of a BATNA. Best alternative to a negotiated agreement. And you have to figure that out ahead of time in your preparation. Like, you have to think, what is my alternate? Is it walking away? Is it making an alternate offer? Is it going with alternate properties? Or isn't it, as is done in politics a lot of times, an intermediate step between what we have and what we ideally want? What is that?
Wasabi and ginger?
Okay. I'll take some ginger, but
Soy sauce is down here.
I don't like soy sauce.
At all?
No, I don't like soy sauce. What is soy sauce?
Soy sauce is an ancient Chinese. So I brought some cash.
Mm-hmm.
You're selling that.
Mm-hmm.
I want to buy. You have no idea how much I have. That's the best part. You really don't.
Uh-huh. Oh, we're actually negotiating for that little...
Yeah, I want it.
That trinket?
Yeah.
Well, too bad. I'm not selling.
$30. What's your price?
Honestly, for that?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I actually really like it. I really like that. So in order for me to sell that to you, I would start with an asking price of $100.
What is something that is not money that you'd like? That would be worth the price of this little...
I don't know. What do you got?
Oh, I'm asking you, is there something that you already have in mind that you already...
You know, I'm open to all sorts of deals. I'm open to all sorts of deals, Zach.
Well, I've got a pair of slippers that you could have.
No.
No. See, so that's what I'm saying. Give me something that maybe that you would be thinking of.
Okay, if we're going to talk about, exchanging other non-monetary goods or barter services, then the onus is on you to put something forward. Like, for example, this negotiation I was talking with Elijah about in a previous episode. Uh-huh. At a certain point, it looked like the negotiations were about to break down. And so Elijah was like, Tucci, what else can we get you? What if the buyer could give you a car? Could we put that in the contract? What if the buyer could get you like a summer house or something? He was like thinking outside of the box. And to be fair, that particular person was in real estate. So in theory, he could have gotten me like a summer house or a timeshare or whatever the fuck.
Sure, for a weekend getaway or whatever.
Exactly. So what do you have that I can offer? Because here's the thing. Or sorry, what can you offer that I want?
Okay, you just got a girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to give her some sort of jewelry at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I have access to one of the most expensive shells in existence.
Mm-hmm.
And they go for over $100 a pop.
What is the name of this shell?
It's called a sunrise shell.
Uh-huh.
You can look it up.
Uh-huh.
And I could get you one of those shells.
Okay.
In exchange.
Okay.
Actually, the last one that they just sold was $5,000.
And then how much would it cost for me to then take that and convert that sunrise shell into jewelry?
Into a necklace?
Yeah.
Probably not that much. You'd have to find just a jeweler on Craigslist. It would probably be like $30, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty easy.
Okay.
They just have to do a little bit of metal work.
Okay. Interesting. By the way, to all people out there who are interested in negotiating with me on barter services, my rate card is actually on TucciEnterprises.com, and it offers all of the services that I can offer. So if you are interested in selling something to me and you want to barter, I'm open to that. But, okay, so that's interesting. But also, in theory, I could turn that timepiece, that little hourglass, to a piece of jewelry as well.
Well,
I mean, it would be a very heavy necklace.
That's something I would not want to wear. You're going to wear that? You would be like, oh, God, what was that rapper's name with the giant clock? Flavor Flav. You'd just be the new version of him. You, went back further in time. You're just Flav.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's intriguing. I'm not saying yes and I'm not saying no, but what else have you got?
Oh, are you kidding me? That's I'm giving you something rare. It's not like I'm giving you a car. I'm giving you something that's hard to find.
Uh-huh.
There's cars all over the place. These shells, they're almost extinct and gone.
Mm-hmm.
They're actually live creatures, and when they die off, you could use their shells, but there's not many left.
Okay, I'm going to Google it real quick.
Please, go ahead. And then you have a story to tell your girlfriend. But I'm going to need your answer in the next 2 minutes.
You know what? Then I'm going to say no, because I'm seeing the sunrise shell being sold on eBay for $78.
What kind of shell is that one?
Sunrise shell necklace.
What does it look like, though? There's a ton of them. It depends on the shape, depends on the color, depends on a lot of things.
Well, all the sunrise shells I'm seeing on eBay have the same shape, but the one I'm seeing at the top for $78 has yellow flare on the top and then a white centered crest.
Okay. Is there any red in there at all?
Negative.
That's not the best sunrise, is it?
I do see a red one on here for $125.
Oh, okay. We're getting a little higher now.
All right.
I mean, shells come in all shapes and sizes,
Mm-hmm.
in all different colors.
Okay.
They even come in dark greens, blues.
Mm-hmm.
It's a neat shell.
And what does yours look like?
I don't have one on me right now.
Right, but what does the one that you're offering me look like?
I'd have to go back to Hawaii and get it, or just ask my friends.
Oh, so it's not even in Los Angeles.
Oh, I'm not giving you my samurai shell necklace.
Well, then screw it. Then
that was a gift.
I'm not gonna. All right, so I'm gonna have to say no to that offer.
No, that's too bad.
All right.
See, that's surprising to me. That means that this little timepiece that is probably worth $1.50 at most.
Well, here's the no. It's not worth $1.50. It's authentic metal. It's authentic glass. It's lovely. It's polished. It's shiny.
They made hundreds of these in China. These are like less than $1.50. But it's interesting to see how much it means to you.
You know what? It has a lot of immediate emotional, sentimental value. Also, in regards to your offer, you're offering me the promise of a sunrise shell at a later date, which then I will have to pay a secondary party to change into a necklace, money that's coming out of my own pocket. In addition to that, I don't even know if my girlfriend likes seashells.
She's Asian.
Huh? Did you say exchange it?
So she's Asian. Of course she does. It's a good deal. It's turned out a good deal.
I'm going to have to pass on it. Well, that's the thing. There we go. Back to a win-win scenario. What may be a good deal for you is not a good deal for me. It is not necessarily about the inherent monetary value, but also about emotional value and intangible value.
How about this?
Mm-hmm.
I will give you 5 coupons. And if you're stranded anywhere in the LA region, I will come and pick you up.
Are these like fucking like the blowjob coupons that you give to your lover on Valentine's Day?
Oh, that's what you want? I'm sorry, I can't give that to you. Maybe a handy, but that's about it.
Oh God, I'm dying.
So what else did you learn in this course?
So among these, there are also several. A lot of it was talk about preparation, specifically also in researching cultural norms in terms of negotiation. For example, in Japan, when you start negotiating, you greet the person you're negotiating with and you give a gift.
Yeah.
The important thing, though, is that with the Japanese, they don't want to lose face. They want to save face amongst all things, so they always have to try and give a better gift than what you're giving. And it's even gone to the point where there has been espionage, where one company will try and determine what the gift was that was being given. In Korea, it's important to get social with the people you're negotiating with and even get drunk before negotiating and going out and doing karaoke with them. Mm-hmm. That's a common practice. In Switzerland, this is another custom that they talked about. Before going to business, there's always a required amount of 10 minutes of social talk. And that was actually discussed also in Wolf of Wall Street, if you saw that movie.
I actually want to see that movie.
I have the screener.
Maybe we should watch it.
Maybe we should. This was actually really surprising. In Arabic cultures, when they're negotiating with someone, they're close talkers. Mm-hmm. So have you negotiated with an Arab before?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've negotiated with all these people so far.
Oh, okay. What were the circumstances of your negotiation?
It was over tea.
Oh, okay. What were you negotiating about?
It was just a simple little tchotchke gift that I wanted. That's all it was. But I sat down with him and we had some tea and we talked and I learned something about his family and he gave me a better price because of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And did he talk close to you? Was he?
Yeah, we were in close proximity of each other.
Mm-hmm. And that's one of the things is like Americans, we like our space, our sphere of space. So if you're actually backing away from an Arab person, it means to them that you're backing
on the deal.
Exactly.
Well, it's also, I think they also like human contact. So they'll like hold your hand and they'll hold it for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And so you'll be having a conversation with them and they'll still have your hand in theirs. And you want to take it back, but you're like, no. I want that little item. I need that item. In China, if you want to negotiate, you always drink in the meeting.
Oh, okay.
Before you start your negotiation.
Drink alcohol.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So this seems to be a common practice in Korea and mainland China.
Yeah. I'm going to give you a tip.
Okay.
If you were ever in Asia and they want to drink before the negotiations, and you're usually bringing the bottle of champagne or alcohol, baijiu, whatever it's going to be, you should always bring champagne.
Really?
Now, the reason is not because they like champagne. It's that they can't handle champagne.
Oh, interesting.
So if you want the upper hand in your negotiations, champagne is the key.
And of course, being polite society in negotiations, I would imagine in Asian cultures it's very rude to turn down an alcoholic gift.
You never turn down alcohol. No. You that's also the funny part, is that when they bring their alcohol, they usually bring rice wine or some kind of...
Or sake or...
Yeah, if you're in Japan, sure. So you always are drinking pretty much when you're with them, which is hard because you have a certain number and you have to know the numbers that you have to regurgitate when it comes time. And if you're drunk, it's a little more difficult.
Here's what I'm wondering: how do recovering alcoholics negotiate with Asia? How does that work?
Oh, they don't go to Asia. They're not allowed. It doesn't work.
All right, there you go.
I know. It's gonna be difficult, Tooch.
Yeah, tell me about it. So.
No, I'm serious. Like, every meeting that I've heard about from other friends, there usually was drinking involved. I'm sure they wouldn't be offended if you didn't drink.
But you lose out on the deal.
No, you'll probably still have the deal. It's just I don't know. I'm never not drunk, so I'm not sure.
Okay.
Honestly, if you just have a good time with them and go out and karaoke, I'm sure they'll be happy.
I am great at karaoke.
Well, there we go.
There you go. Because I don't need alcohol to make an ass of myself, as you're well aware.
I am very aware.
Okay, one of the things that we went over was, of course, having a realistic aspiration level of trying to get it as high as possible, but not too high. Like, as we discussed, $30 for the tchotchke. Or $100 for the tchotchke.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I would have kicked you out of my class.
So, make them say the first number, as we talked about.
Yep.
Okay.
The best negotiation tactic, I mean, this is as far as goods go, I don't know how it would work if you're negotiating a film, is walking away.
Physically walking away.
Physically walking away.
It's interesting you bring that up, because I was reading Sumner Redstone's biography a couple years ago, and he actually talked about how he was negotiating with this one other millionaire, billionaire, whatever, for this property he wanted. So the other billionaire's strategy was always to walk out of the conference room in a huff. But it was all a ploy.
Yes.
He would go over, walk to the elevators, and stand by the elevators for as long as like 20 or 30 minutes, waiting for the other people to come out and chase him, saying like, "Whoa, wait, what's going on? We need to talk." So
it's not just walking out. You have to know that you might actually lose the item, or you lose the sale, or whatever it may be. So as long as you're prepared for that, then you have the upper hand.
Exactly.
And that's what they pretty much taught you as well. So.
But the alternate, you always have to have a BATNA, which is what is the great alternative. So let me ask you, you are not getting this little hourglass from me, this fantastic shiny PGA hourglass. So what is your BATNA?
I'd contact the Producer Skill Association, say I went to one of the meetings. My name is Richard Tucci.
So fraud, basically.
Yeah, it still works.
Oh, this was really interesting. Are you familiar with the idea of power poses?
Yoga?
Not yoga, but the idea of power poses and how they affect the brain chemistry in our minds.
No, what do you mean?
Well, basically, you know the stereotypical, like the Wonder Woman pose with the hands on hips.
Oh, yeah.
Or
okay.
like putting your legs up on a couch or whatever.
Sure, relaxation mode or...
That actually has a physical effect on our brain chemistry.
Yeah.
when we are clenched up and stressed, like when we're on our phone texting or checking emails, it boosts the cortisol in our brains, which is the stress hormone. Whereas opposed to when we're like taking out a lot of space and standing up and stretching and all of that, that actually boosts the testosterone in our bodies. And actually, people who go into negotiations or other things, the example that Vanessa Van Edwards used, who is the body language expert, people who go into these and do power poses for about 5 minutes before they go into a negotiation or other activities, whether it was gambling or what have you, did better. Statistically did better.
So what's your power pose?
My power pose?
Yeah, let me see your power pose.
I'm going to go with the Wonder Woman with the hands on the hips.
You couldn't say the Superman? It had to be the Wonder Woman?
I'm pretty. No, but like anything that's kind of an expansive pose, Also, Vanessa Van Edwards, I cannot recommend her classes enough because she went into a lot of in-depth discussion about micro expressions, about how to read someone's face through small characteristics in their faces that allow you to tell what they're actually thinking about a particular deal point that you're negotiating. The happiness one is interesting because you know how people get the crow's feet in their eyes when they smile? That is a genuine sign of authentic happiness. And actually, a very small amount of people can activate those muscles on themselves without feeling authentically happy. Like even now, you're smiling, and there's no crow's feet.
No!
Yeah. Like, you're there. I feel. No, I got nothing. Nothing.
Huh.
So, contempt. Contempt is an interesting one, where one side of the mouth is raised slightly, which I saw you giving me the micro expression for contempt as I was explaining the crow's feet. So yeah. So what was that about, Zach?
I'm pissed off I can't do the crow's feet. I'm apparently never happy.
Oh, this was really interesting.
What's that?
This was really interesting. So, again, a lot of her stuff references back to studies. Apparently, people who got Botox injections in their brows, they were not able to activate the muscles in their face for happiness, and as a result, felt less happy after the Botox.
Weird.
Mm-hmm.
That's really weird.
And I can kind of understand that because in our brains, it's often a feedback loop. People who worry, if they stick in their brains, they worry and worry and worry some more. Whereas, if you are happy in your mind, and then you have some other aspect that triggers that, but then that aspect is not reacting correctly, then that kind of puts a damper on it. More issues about reflection in terms of if things get too heated or if you're not making any headway, treat the other side as a negotiating team. So if you need to pull away and go kind of to the balcony for a second, and that's something you can do. And then just say, okay, let's all take a break. And then you go, rather than going to the elevator and pulling out of the negotiation entirely, you go over to the balcony and just look out at the stars, and then one person will come out to the balcony and you can have a more casual conversation instead.
That's if there's a balcony.
That's if there's a balcony. Or there's windows. There's usually windows in conference room.
Yeah, because you won't look crazy. Saying, give me a minute. I just need a minute going out and staring out the window. Yeah, I'm sure that guy will just be sitting at his desk going, what the fuck is going on right now? This guy's like literally just standing in my office, staring out the window by the plant. Is he going to negotiate with me or is he going to stand there?
That could work also, because then they think, oh my god, this guy is crazy. I got to agree to just whatever he says and then just get him out, because my life may be in danger.
So maybe your negotiation tactic should be you should have like a gun in your back pocket. So he just sees the gun when you stand up by the window. He's like, holy shit, he's got a gun.
No, because that's duress, and you cannot agree to anything legally under duress.
No, but it was in his pocket. You just saw the outline of it.
Or have something that looks like a gun, like a banana.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because those look just like guns.
Yeah. Or maybe get a huge Kalashnikov and put it in your pants. Then you're like, pardon me, I'm walking funny today. Oh, here's a great tactic. Creating a deadline always creates urgency. So, if there is no actual deadline, then ask yourself, will it benefit to create a deadline? Whether it's in the form of a production start date, if the form of incentives are going to run out soon, if another actor has a conflict coming up, etc. Mm-hmm. So, there are a number of deadlines that can be made up for any reason. So, control the drafting of a contract as much as possible. You know, whether it's in the form of an email or a long form or a deal letter, it's always best to control that drafting process yourself rather than hand it over to the other person you're negotiating with. Because once it's written down by them, then it's harder to move along. Now, with studios and other larger entities, it's harder for them to use your form and your contracts. However, you can come at them and say, hey, I know you guys, you're probably busy. So would it just, it would probably just be easier for you if I just drafted a quick deal memo with just the basic bullet points. Does that work for you? And because you're coming at it from a friendly tone rather than an adversarial tone, then if they are actually swamped, they might actually go for it. And apparently that has worked in the past with some. So when you're entering into a negotiation, it's always good to show your hands, particularly the palms of your hands, because that actually goes back to an evolutionary trait, where if we saw someone and we saw they were physically unarmed, we were more likely to trust them.
Sure.
Don't do blocking behavior like don't touch your nose, don't touch your eyes, don't cross your arms, etc.
I cross my arms. That's my problem.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just my comfort. It's like comfort.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look good.
Is that your alpha dominant pose? Like
I think it's just
your
my
power pose?
I think this is my defensive pose.
Your defensive pose.
Yeah.
Do you go into negotiations defensively?
No, I'm just saying in general, even like normal conversations, I'll just do this, not knowing I'm doing it.
Yeah.
It just happens.
Yeah.
It's something I have to work on.
Yeah.
Can't cross my arms. I've actually known that for over a year now. Or 2 years.
You know what helps, actually? I don't know where you're going in, but if you're going somewhere, get a drink in your hand.
I think it's interesting that they do give advanced negotiation courses. I'm curious if I learn from those, or if, since I've negotiated quite a bit abroad, if I know a lot of those things.
What were you negotiating abroad?
It was not with deals. These are just mostly for buying goods.
Okay, so it was like literally like little tchotchkes.
No, not always, but sometimes I'm negotiating for other people as well. I mean, it could be anything from hotel rooms to food to tchotchkes to, just in general. It was just general negotiations. It wasn't, I have a $20 million movie.
Yeah.
Do you want to give me that $20 million? Here's what you're getting.
Exactly.
So, I mean, there's a different story. And plus, when you go to negotiations like that, you have, so many more elements. Yeah. So many bullet points that you're bringing in with you. And that's like a 3-month negotiation that's about to happen.
Yeah.
No, but I appreciate it. Thanks for the notes.
Yeah, definitely, man. And now you gotta give a little back. I want to hear what about your best negotiation story.
Best negotiation story.
Yeah.
I can tell you about one that went wrong.
Let's hear it.
This is just a story abroad, all right?
Okay.
I mean, I have film negotiation stories, but those are just kind of boring compared to this.
Okay.
I was in Morocco, and I was in Fez. I've been pretty sick for the last few days, and I would actually go to the McDonald's there. It's the most beautiful McDonald's I've ever been to. I don't even like to go to McDonald's abroad, but you know that feeling you get? You feel like you're at home when you're in McDonald's. And this one looked like Aladdin's McDonald's. It was beautiful. It really was beautiful. I was shocked. But I was sick, and I went there. I didn't even eat usually. I just wanted to be in it to have that sense of comfort. Because my hotel room I swear to God, had holes in the walls. There was one squat toilet at the end of the hall. It was dirty. It was just a really shitty place.
Nice.
So I met this guy who said he was American. He was originally from Morocco, but now he lives in America. And he was there just visiting family. And he was there with his family. And I even met them. I met his wife and I met his kids. And he seems like a nice guy. And he's like, let's have tea tomorrow. So I go have chai with him. Well, not chai, but I have tea and we hang out. We have a good time. And he's like, well, what do you want to do while you're here? I'm like, well, I really want to go see the market. I know I want to do that. So he's like, oh, well, let me take you to the market tomorrow. Okay. So we set up a time. I go with him to this market. He's like, okay. We did not enter from the front, by the way. We entered from some random port on the side.
I'm sorry, I don't know what that means, enter from the front.
Oh, okay. So the market in Fez is one of the oldest markets out there.
In the world?
No, but it's an old market. It's just, think of it as not even stalls. It's just people. I mean, there are stalls as well, but there are just people like with little tables that they're selling tchotchkes, and it wraps around like a maze. You have no idea where the exits are once you get in. It's like you're going down deep into a cavernous land of mystery.
Okay.
So we entered from some unknown location. I don't even know where we were in comparison to what the market looks like as this maze. And he's like, I just want to say hi to some friends. We go into this carpet shop. And I'm sitting there waiting for him to like finish up with whatever he's doing. And this other guy's like, do you want to see some carpets? And I'm like, no, not really. He's like, well, I mean, you're taking so long. I can show you. And he's just talking to me about the carpets and the history of the carpets and blah, blah, blah. Within the next 30 minutes, I realize that I'm shopping for carpets and not even knowing that I'm shopping for carpets. Then the guy asked me, he's like, okay, so you're going to purchase these carpets. I'm like, what? No, I don't want those carpets.
The guy who brought you to that shop, who said, I just want you to say
he's
hi.
like, oh, I heard that he's like, these are really good investment. Are you going to buy those? I'm like, no, I don't think so. No. He's like, you really should. I mean, I brought some of those back home. I made, twice as much money when I sold them again. So I'm like, holy crap. Now I'm in this like Ponzi scheme. I don't know how to get out of it. And I'm in, the Fez marketplace and I have no idea where to go. And he's going to be my tour guide all day and he was going to take me around. So I say, well, I have to use the internet. So I go use the internet and they want to buy me lunch. They want to buy me like tea. They want to buy me the internet, everything. I'm like, no, I'll pay for this. So they end up actually buying me lunch. And I'm sitting there and they're like, so which carpet are you going to take? And they're forcing these carpets on me now. And I'm like, I don't know how to say no. Like I said no so many times. And they're like, but you're going to take a carpet. And there's like 5 guys surrounding me telling me I'm going to take this carpet. I tell them that I have no money and I need to call America. I need to call my parents. They control my bank account. I make up a bullshit lie because there's 5 people on me, all big guys, and they want me to buy carpets. And I don't know how to get out of there. So they let me use their phone to call America. It's about 4 a.m, my parents' time. I put it on speaker. I'm like, hi, Mom, Dad, I'm in Morocco.
Voluntarily put it on speaker?
No, I did after a minute.
Okay.
I talked to them on the phone first, and I said, I'm so sorry to wake you guys. Like, I'm safe, but I'm in this really sketchy place. I'm in this carpet store, and they want me to buy carpets, and I told them that you have my bank account, and they're like, do not buy the carpets. That's all they kept saying. I put it on speakerphone and let them say, do not buy the carpets. You cannot have any money for the carpets. Hung up the phone. I'm sorry, I can't have the funds. You heard them. I apologize. They still don't want to let me out of there. So I said, I'm sorry, I'm leaving. And I bolted. Literally 3 of them chased me.
What the fuck?
I went into another shop, and they came into that shop to look at me. And they're like, you're going to come back to our store now? I'm like, no, I'm not. Finally, they left me alone. The original tour guide, quote unquote, the friend from America, came over and said, oh, don't worry about that. Okay, whatever. You didn't want that carpet. It's fine. Hey, I have another friend over here. We should go over there. You love his stuff. I realized this guy's just trying to make money off of me, and he's been trying to screw me over this whole time. Finally leave that guy, get rid of him, and start wandering the market myself. Have no idea where I am. Completely lost, and now it's like 4 or 5 o'clock, and the sun's starting to set.
Wow.
And this Aladdin market, I call it the Aladdin market because that's how it felt. I did not want to be in there at night. I was already sick as it is. I'm like, I need to get out of this place. So I started running up and down these, cobblestone little streets and trying to figure out how to get out of this place. And I made it out right as the sun was completely down and the stars were starting to shine. It was an interesting day, to say the least. Yeah, but so in
I don't
Morocco,
know if that's a negotiation.
it wasn't a negotiation.
No.
Well, we were negotiating a little bit, but then I realized I didn't want to negotiate at all.
It was just attempted robbery. That's what that was.
Well, no. There were moments where I was interested in buying carpet, where we did negotiate, and then I said, "This is a terrible idea. I don't want to do this anymore." So it's a negotiation gone wrong. That's what I'll call that.
Okay.
/ a robbery / ripping somebody off. But it was memorable, to say the least.
And that's all, folks. Many thanks to my guest, Zach Kamen, for a terrific sushi dinner. You can also find out more about Vance Van Petten's book, 10 Minutes to the Speech, Your Last-Minute Guide and Checklist for Speaking in Public, and Vanessa Van Edwards' book, Human Lie Detection and Body Language 101, by visiting the affiliate links for this episode on our website. Our music this week is Green Onions by Booker T and the MGs. If you like it, please buy a copy on Amazon. We're starting to grow our Producers Lounge community, so if you'd like to submit either jazz music or banner photos for an episode, post a link on our Facebook page. You can like us on Facebook at facebook.com/The Producers Lounge. Remember, you show your support for films by not downloading them. You show your support on Hulu by clicking on the commercials, and you show your support for podcasts by liking and commenting. And you can always check out our website, www.theproducersloungepodcast.com. Thank you again. I'm your host, Richard Tucci. Join us next week for more cocktails and questions, and until then, keep producing dreams.